Hey, welcome to Corbellic Studios. Today we're going to be doing a beautiful bumblebee inside of a rose, or that's going to be hovering over a rose, or maybe it's like a beautiful color pollen, something like that, right? It's going to be like a springtime painting, and these paintings do well no matter what time of season it is. So this is going to be beautiful. And the whole purpose of these videos is just to show how fast, how easy that we're able to create art by using the art projector. I was able to sell over 17,000 original paintings on eBay alone, and that's from using the projector. So if I can do it, you can do it. I didn't go to art school. I didn't color, or I didn't study color theory or any of that type of stuff right there. I did this all without email, social media. It's very simple. You can do it as well, as long as you're willing to show up, have fun, create art, put it out into the market, and the market is already there for you on eBay to buy. So let's get out there and let's start finding our collectors and make some cool art. All right, this is our bumblebee. This is our bumblebee right here over the rose or over the pollen. Let's just do our background. That's how we always like to start off with. Just a beautiful background, different colors. And with the projector, you can see the image still. You can see the bumblebee. Look at this. Let's lighten this up. Let's do some pink at the bottom. Like I said, I always like to just change up the color just a little bit, because when you're thinking of a sky or a background, it always has different melodies of different colors anyways, right? All right, now let's take out our heat gun and just dry this off. And boom, there we go. So now let's take out our 1-inch brush right here, and we're just going to put it in some dark purple. And let's start with the premise of the rose. Look at that. Look, and I like to work extremely quick. That way I don't have time to think about what's next or my mistakes or any of that stuff. I'm already thinking about the next painting. I'm not thinking about the lines. I'm not thinking about trying to be super perfect and any of that stuff. I'm just doing a rough sketch of our bee right now. And I like to do the black because it gives us a strong background for when we build the colors on top of it. Right? All right, now let's go into our rose. Big, broad brush strokes. Boom, bang. You see how we did that? Boom, bang. That way we're getting done and over with. Boom, bang, boom, bang, pow. I'm gonna start making my own noises like Bob Ross. But look at that. You see how we're already done with the rose pretty much. I don't have to think about how to make it a perfect rose or what it would be like and any of that stuff. Because I'm an artist. We're all artists. And it's not about the technicality. When I was younger, I almost stopped doing art when I was like in high school because I saw people that could draw better than me, like the actual faces and stuff, and they were technically better artists than me. But I didn't have someone as a mentor to tell me that, maybe I'm a better artist than them because I know how to think outside the box and just go off of an expression, go off of what's inside of me instead of what I see in front of me, if that makes any sense. Looking for a paper towel to dry this off on. Well, I guess I'll do that on the next painting. I want to keep going. We don't have no time to waste. And I always think back on that I wish that I had someone tell me, you're a great artist, you're phenomenal. We're all artists, we're all creative. It's just that we all have our own different creativity and our own different way of how we express ourselves than just technicality. If it's just going to be based off of being technical, then you might as well just get a photocopier and make a printer version of art. You can just do that as well. But you can actually show what's inside of you, which is something that's unique because we all have something that's unique with all of us and a story to tell that nobody else can do. And the world is waiting on it. So it's like you're cheating. Not only are you just cheating yourself, but you're cheating the world to find you. And the longer that you're trying to be like other people or compare yourself to others, and then you mirror that, the more that you're cheating the world who loves who you naturally are and what you could bring to the table. And you're not giving that market a chance to find you. That's why people would ask me, Corbellic, what kind of art? What about this? Or what about that? Or they would ask, certain questions. And I'm like, there are no guarantees in life. The only guarantees is that you just show up and that you bring you to the table. And then I guarantee you that work will show itself for you, that it will work because you're going to find your tribe. Then I promise you that everything's going to work out. And you're going to find your tribe who likes your art, who likes whatever that you have to say, even if it's not even art in particular. It could be that you're a podcaster. It could be that you're a writer. Get outside yourself and be yourself. But it's so hard because we were conditioned to think certain things that we are supposed to be in society. I get it. I've been fighting myself on it for years. I still fight myself on these things. I'm human. But the only way how I can get past it is to show up and produce artwork. Even if I don't feel like it. There's a lot of times where I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to come to work. But as soon as I show up, it's the weirdest thing. It's like it's go time, and it feels good. Then I could do 30 of them. I can keep going. The best analogy how I always have when it comes to art or just being yourself is just like going to a gym. It's so hard mentally at first just to do it. It's all in your mind. You're like, I swear I can't do it. But as soon as you do that first rep, you're like, I could conquer the world. I could do it all. Yeah, look at this. And we're already done with this painting. Huh? Look at that. It's beautiful. Look with that. We just did this together in such a quick period of time. Isn't that beautiful? People love artwork like this. This always does well. They all do well. They all do well because you just have to find your market. I always tell people who like to buy bumblebees, that's one type of collector. People who like to buy superheroes, that's another collector. People who like to buy cubism, that's another one. It's up to you to find these different collectors and go out there and have a variety of all of them, because the ones who are going to keep buying these are going to keep buying these. You want to keep changing it up, and then that's how you're going to be rewarded. You just show up, paint whatever you see. It doesn't matter. Find the new collectors that's out there.